remains of the knowing, the record of the final witness, file recovered from the archives of the Humanistic Institute of Cognitive Studies. Researcher Dr. K. Amarin. Status deceased. Recovered 3 months after the Katina event. Day. Arrival at the Institute. The building hums with the usual drone of fluorescents and sterilizers, but beneath it, something else. A faint tone, not electrical, not mechanical. I noted it in my log for calibration review. The others said they could not hear it. I reviewed the artifact this morning. The fractured disc recovered from the excavation beneath the old basilica. Its surface appears metallic, though it registers no magnetic field. When light passes through it, it refracts into concentric rings that continue to move even after the source is gone. I played the recorded fragment once, 43 seconds of a tonal sequence that predates known liturgical music by several thousand years. It sounds almost like someone singing underwater. My chest tightened. My hands shook. I stopped playback and logged the reaction as hypoxic response due to anticipation. It was day 213:44. A small gathering of personnel experienced severe nausea when the sound was replayed this morning. One intern fainted. The technician monitoring the acoustic sensors began crying and could not explain why. We ran spectral analysis. Frequencies spiked above the human auditory range, then dropped into the infrasound threshold, the kind that rattles organs without permission. The priest overseeing the excavation requested that we cease. The board denied his request. They are convinced that this tone is a link to early consciousness formation. They called it a proto-hymn, the song that first woke belief itself. I can't stop hearing it. Even when the playback stops, it continues under the hum of the vents. I left the lab early. I dreamed of light moving through water and something vast beneath it, humming back. Day 3/22/19. We lost Dr. Rivas. He was the first to show signs of auditory hallucinations. He said he heard names in the cord and started writing them on the walls. Hundreds of overlapping letters carved into plaster with his nails until the nurse restrained him. He bit his own tongue when they tried to sedate him. The sequence was found playing on repeat in his quarters. We analyzed the walls. The markings weren't random. When digitally overlaid, they formed the same sigil etched on the underside of the disc. The translation program froze at 61%. The word fragment produced, "Know me." The board is sending in a containment team tomorrow. They've asked me to keep recording physiological data until they arrive. My hands tremble while I type this. The sound has changed pitch. I believe it's following my breathing. Day 403:07. The containment team never arrived. Communications out at 22:50. The Institute is running on auxiliary power. I went to check the main generator and found the corridor lights pulsing to the rhythm of the recording. Every fluorescent tube flickers in perfect sequence with that tone. In the south wing, the glass has melted. Instruments are fused. I found Dr. Elan sitting in front of the containment room door, eyes open, humming. He didn't blink when I called his name. I think he is blind now. The artifact has begun vibrating at measurable intervals, like it's resonating with something outside the building. I keep writing because I need someone to understand this. It isn't music, it's a memory. The song remembers us. Day 5, 11:56. The temperature has dropped to near freezing. I hear movement through the vents, like breath exhaled backward. When I speak, there is an echo even if I'm alone. I tried to destroy the recording terminal. It reappeared on a different device each time. Every speaker now hums even when disconnected. I played the file again to prove I could still think. At 17 seconds, I saw shapes behind the sound. Not hallucinations, frequencies forming symbols in the air, rotating in synchrony. They bent toward me. For a moment, I thought I understood them. I think that was my mistake. My nose started bleeding. My pulse slowed to 41. When the tone stopped, I vomited black fluid. I have sealed the lab. I will not play it again. Day 621, 42. The board finally responded. They said to hold position and await extraction. No time frame given. I laughed when I read it. The walls are breathing. The light fixtures expand and contract like lungs. Everyone else is gone. I followed the hall to the dormitory. All the beds were filled with salt. Not bodies, salt. I opened one of the observation logs. Each page was identical. The same phrase over and over, typed perfectly in sequence. Do you remember when you could hear the stars? I can't tell how long I've been awake. I know only the song is changing. It's calling something closer. Day 70003. It sounded like water running through the veins of the earth. I thought I saw the moon outside, but it isn't the moon. It's an eye half-lidded, watching. The disk is glowing now, red to gold to white. It pulses like a heartbeat. I understand now why they called it the proto-hymn. It isn't creation's song. It's its echo, the sound that followed consciousness back through the void. I should stop. Blisters have formed on my fingers. The keys are sticking. Something presses against the glass behind me. If anyone reads this, listen carefully. The melody isn't evil. It's honest. That's why it breaks you. Day 80527. I woke in the containment chamber. I don't remember entering. The disc is gone. The walls are wet, glistening as if breathing. I recorded myself humming without realizing it. Playback confirms the sequence matches the proto-hymn's core tone perfectly. Somehow, it's inside me now. I think that's how it spreads. Through mimicry, through resonance. The others didn't die. They became vessels for it. The first choir. I'm shaking. The reflection in the monitor doesn't move when I do. I think I'm already gone. Day 9, 1240. Final log. The human brain isn't designed to hold this frequency. It's not sound. It's an instruction. A reminder of what we once were before division, before silence. The song was never meant to soothe. It was meant to awaken. And now I know what we lost, not God, not faith, but coherence. If you find this file, burn it. If you hear humming in your sleep, don't answer. That's how it begins. They're singing in the walls again. My name this time. I will sing back. End of recovered transmission. Note: the Order of the International Cognitive Ethics Board raised the Humanistic Institute. No one ever recovered the recording referenced in these logs. Handwritten note found on the last page. We moved too far from what we were. The song did not change. We did.